Hey everybody, we are back, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about supplements. And for me, I don't really like to go over supplements unless there's something that I trust. But this looks like a pretty reputable brand that you might want to take a look into. So I did some digging. I did my due diligence to make sure I'm not wasting your time with this. And not bad. I'm pretty happy with what I saw. So let's give you some information, get this in your hands, and see what you want to do with it. I'm going to go ahead and show you what we're talking about right here. And these look like they're not too bad. I'm going to go ahead and zoom it in so you can see. Anytime you take supplements, you want to be careful you're not being stupid. You don't want to be stupid. You want to do everything right. So this is what we're looking at right here. The ProRenal D with omega-3 kidney health multivitamin soft gels. Now, you guys know that I'm a healthcare worker if you've been watching some of these videos, and I work with patients. So I'm always going to ask questions about nutrition, supplements, and whatnot. I tend to err on the side of a good multivitamin's not probably going to hurt you. That said, I like to see a lot of good nutrition come from natural foods. That doesn't mean that a multivitamin wouldn't help you. Now, the omegas are going to be good for your fat. Let's take a look into the kidney health. Now, kidney health is pretty important. You want to keep an eye on your water intake when it comes to kidneys. You also want to keep an eye on your salt and sugar. We're going to take a little bit of a deeper dig in. I spent a lot of time learning about the kidneys, so I should be able to give you a little bit of knowledge. When I was a high school biology teacher in AP Biomed, we did a lot of digestive system work, and I had a lot of questions about the kidneys. So I have a good set. This is a kidney right here. This is what they look like. Good set of skill set when it comes to some of the information behind it. So let's see what the website says, and I'll try to give you a little bit of my 2 cents. Again, none of this is health advice per se. This is just a discussion, education. I want you to take a look at what we got here, and I'm going to help you out with some of the review. All right, so we are here on the website, and let's take a look at it. Here's our multivitamin. This is what the capsule is going to look like. Again, we got the kidney images on it. Now, neuroscientists always talked about images and structures of cadavers and whatnot when they walk into medical offices, how it can do things to the brain. But seeing the kidney is not gonna really affect you too much, I would hope. But there's always that potential that seeing a kidney outside of the body can be a little funny. But I do like the cover, I like the outing. I like knowing what type of medication it is. We got a couple of healthy kidneys here. Let's take a look at the supply. There's a 30-day supply, 60 count, a 90-day supply, 180 count, which lets me know that we're going to be taking 2. I don't know if it's going to be twice a day, but it looks like 2 tablets are going to be what's necessary for a daily recommended amount. All right. This is going to supply you with the omega-3s for your kidneys. Neurophagous formulated. Okay, so neuropathy usually happens with an effect of the kidneys, which is something they look for when people are going through that. So we want to keep an eye on that as well. We're looking at 100 mg fish oil, recommended daily of vitamin D. So doesn't look like a complicated mix here. We're looking at a good amount of fatty acid, omega-3 with a blend with the vitamin D. A lot of times when it comes to health nutrition, I always lean on the side of healthy foods, because mixing specific ingredients together, it's almost like a chemistry set. Sometimes you can get a particular reaction and sometimes you won't. Sometimes things can cancel each other out. So being a PhD, I looked into another PhD who specializes in nutrition, and he gave me a lot of good information about when to pair specific ingredients. It looks like this pairing those not too bad. Looks like it could be pretty helpful. And again, we had a neurophagist, talk about the vitamin C, the proper amounts. Okay, so yes, and I'm someone I actually went through kidney stones before. So you do want to make sure that you are cautious of your intakes of all levels of vitamins. I know it's a little bit of work, but it's worth it. You don't want to end up with kidney stones. That's no fun. And having gone through them, I'm very cautious about my water intake, my salt, and making sure that my sugar's in check and also my vitamin levels. C, D, B. B complex is going to be very helpful for you. Your calcium, you're going to want to keep an eye on that. Okay, let's take a look at some of these other facets. Very good. Supplement facts. Here we have our value. Again, it's not going to be much of any of calories, obviously. Don't worry about that. Or fat. We got your C, your D, your E, your theramine, robifiblin. Oh, let's go back up. Iron, zinc, copper. You got specific levels of different things here. So you're going to be getting a pretty balanced, soft multivitamin. My multivitamin is going to be a 1 a day. It's going to have a little bit more than these, but you're going to see where some of these really shine. Your B6 is going to be through the roof. You're going to get 588% for your B6. Let's take a look at D. D is going to give you about 125%. Depending on who you are, you might take a lot more or a lot less. I know people that will cycle on and off on a specific days or take like, for D, they may take up to like 30,000 units. It really just depends. It depends on how deficient you are. So you don't want to overtake. It's not necessarily something that you should be too concerned about overtaking, but you want to be kind of smart, particularly with D. You should be okay if you did overtake, but you want to be kind of cautious. C, same thing. Let's see. Doctor recommended. Let's take a look at some of these reviews. Kidney patients are prone to develop micronutrient deficiencies. A supplement can be helpful. Let's take another look at another one if there is another one. Okay, there we go. Patient with illness of chronic kidney disease, diabetes, and heart disease have complex needs. These diseases require adjusted, very restricted diet. That is very true. Deficiencies or excess. Yes, we talked about that. Excess intake of vitamins and minerals is common, and nutritional supplements are formulated with specific safeguards to play a role. Now, that's very true, and we have this from Medical Director of Nutrition and Education. She's a medical doctor, Jean Roby, and she's dead on spot right, because a lot of times when you take multivitamins or any sort of vitamins, they do have safeguards where you will pee out in your urine the excess. It may look kind of colored like Gatorade, and that's pretty normal. And that's a way for you. And I'm going to jump back on the screen right now. And that's a way for you to get rid of the excess amount of issues that come from a situation like that. So I hope that's been helpful. I suggest you take a look, and hopefully you can make a decision for yourself. Again, please like, comment, leave a comment so someone else can get some insight, some information about what you thought. Maybe you have some facts. A lot of you all are healthcare workers yourself or have experience with food. I would hope so. So please leave a comment, be part of the discussion. Maybe you can help someone out. And we will be back with more information soon.